It
games,
is.
developers need to put more time into these games. Like, you know, Brandon can tell you right here, the example, because we were both sitting right there when it released, and Puckett was playing it. Cyberpunk 2077 when it dropped. That was the most buggy game that ever came out on the PlayStation and the Xbox. Like,
That game
PlayStation
was
had to
great.
issue digital refunds, which is something they don't do because so
That
many people
game
raged about
was
that game when it came out.
great. I loved watching Puckett mess with the with the character physics.
Oh yeah, and the certain male appendage that the character actually shows the character having.
Yeah, just freaking just. Dude, I swear to God, I laughed. I've never laughed so hard, bro. I had a slight case of bronchitis that day or that week. Towards the end of it, it was starting to break up and everything. I've never coughed up so much of that infectious disease and everything. But I thought it was freaking hysterical, and he's just sitting on the couch, just laughing, and I'm just like, oh no, wait, fuck it, do it. So I made his character's package small.
Oh
I said,
yeah,
well,
it's
look, and then
yeah.
he enlarges it, and it just starts like dangling. I'm like,
That's
I
Oh
funny.
could,
yeah.
I couldn't, I just couldn't. All we hear is Will just go, oh my God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that
That
is
game
funny.
was so bugged out when it came out though. Like you remember him playing that and he'd maybe get 15, 20 minutes on that game before it would just crash.
No, actually, so they wound up fixing that, and he wound up playing it for a week straight. But now here's the thing: I discovered on TikTok that somebody had given the coordinates of a painting or a poster that you could get in the game. You can sell it for 15,000 credit, and turn around and buy it for like
Huh.
5.
Damn.
Buy it for literally a bare minimum fraction of what it was to actually sell it.
Huh.
I was like, this is nuts. This is crazy. Like, oh my God.
That is crazy.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
It really was, because I'm sitting here like, okay, all right.
Huh.
all right, this is a conversation I definitely want to have right here.
No, you
And
don't.
y'all probably don't know much about it, but World of Warcraft, man. The game has
World of
just
Warcraft. Yeah.
I know nothing about World of
I
Warcraft.
do.
I'm
I
just going to
used
go
to
ahead and
play.
put that out there. There are not very many PC games that I don't really play. It took Puckett and Destiny so long to get me to even play. What was the name of that game? I know it started V Rising. That's what it was. It was V Rising.
well, see,
I
World of
think V
Warcraft has gone
Rising. I do
downhill.
remember that.
Yeah. It was
Warcraft.
basically the vampire game.
Yeah. I do
Yeah.
remember that. V Rising.
World of Warcraft has basically fallen off the market. I mean, it's the last two expansions. If there are any proof to it at all, the game has just gone downhill. I mean, the player base is nowhere near as wide as it used to be. Like, because you have add-ons for WoW, and like on my guild, we use an add-on, Fast Guild Invite, and you can just tell the difference in numbers with new players that actually want to play the game because you'll go in there and when you hit a button, it basically scans for new players and it scans for players that don't have a guild and then sends them all rapid invite. Problem is, used to be you'd get on there at any point, like if you did it for the first time on any given day, you'd get about 90 that you could send out right then and there and invite a crap ton of people to the guild. Now, I maybe get 10, 15 within the first couple of minutes. Like it's the game, the player base has just died off because the game is not what it used to be. The game has become way too easy. I mean, it's a joke getting some of the stuff in that game now. And it's died off big time. I mean, a lot of people requested refunds. That's how bad this latest expansion was. Oh man, like everybody was raging on the message boards about how badly they wanted to refund that game or refund the
I
expansion and
want
get their
my
money
money
back.
back. I wasted $20 in gas on this game.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, on your own, there's been other games like that. I mean, do you remember, Brian, how buggy Cold War was when I bought it? Because remember, I pre-ordered it before y'all
That
even
is
got it.
not that by far was not the buggiest
Oh,
game I've ever played. I don't remember remember the name of this game, but it was one that me, Puckett, Jamie, and Joey all were trying to play, and it was completely cross-platform,
Huh.
but it severely bugged out to the point to where me and Puckett both looked at each other and were like, "I'm uninstalling this." Like, I've never, God, was it Space Rangers or something like that? I can't remember the name of it, but it was basically it was kind of like Gears of War, except it was like space themed and everything like that.
Well, it's
But
like
basically, what happened to
oh, go ahead.
Lag spike.
basically what happened to me in Puckett is that I was playing the role of sniper and I was doing really good, but somehow I got down by one of the NPCs, one of the bots on the team, because you play a team of five actual players and five bots. So it was a team of 10v10. But I got hit and killed by a sniper. Well, my game completely freaked out, went into bird's eye view of literally the map. So I'm like, okay, I'm staring down at like nothing. I'm staring down at the map, and I'm just like, okay, maybe if I restart the game and Jamie sends me an invite, maybe I can just join it, because it is one of those games that you can join straight in off of combat and everything. And I'm like, okay, well shoot, I didn't know I could do that. Puckett was having issues too, so he tried to do the same thing. I loaded back in, and it was like my screen was like partially hacked, like it was freaking out, and instead of it being a blue sky, it was red. I was like, yeah, no, I have had enough of this bully. So
Uh,
I yeah.
question: the
uh
game wouldn't by chance have been called Space Engineers? Would it have been?
I don't think so.
Huh.
Jamie sent me a game called Space Engineers, and he begged me for a long time to play it. But as you know, I'm very picky when it comes to the games that I will play. You know, there's certain things that just aren't my style. I don't care for them, and I couldn't really get into that game with him. I tried, but it just wasn't my. I'm not a
I'm
real big fan of space themed stuff in the
I
first place
I'm not
necessarily.
gonna lie to you. That particular game, it had a real bad glitch slash bug moment in it that I was just like, you guys are not doing what y'all need to do with y'all's game. I think I'm gonna leave, and I've never been back to the game. Like, it's as much as I hate to say that I did that, but it was somebody else's creation, and something went wrong somewhere with maybe an update or whatever. But it glitched out so bad to the point where, oh, I'm being hacked. Yeah, no. Which I know I
Yeah.
wasn't hacked. I know I wasn't hacked. It's just it was the worst bug out of any game. Period. I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. You guys are gonna take the time to fix what's going on with
Huh.
this mess, and maybe I'd be back.
Yeah. That is crazy. I'm
It's
gonna give a
insane.
couple shout outs real quick. I want to appreciate the chat that's everyone that has joined so far. We do appreciate you guys. I've noticed that over in the chat text bar over here, that it is kind of flooding. So I just want to give a couple shout outs. Welcome to everybody in. This is our late night pop podcast. Let's talk s'mores. So, uh,
Podcast. Everybody
popcast.
grab a Pop Tarts,
You
sit
guys
down,
got a
chill out, because we know
popcorn?
everything else is too expensive.
It's
But
like you
yeah,
trying to say double barrel. It comes out bubble barrel.
double
Bubble barrel
barrel.
shotgun.
But I just wanted to give a say hello to everyone though, and yes, we are doing a late night gaming pod, or yeah, late night gaming podcast, kind of a talk show tonight. So, and we do have Brandon and Casey here with me so far. How you guys doing so far?
We're doing great. You know, we
Yep,
were having
we're
a
good.
good
We're
conversation.
good.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do about another 20, 30 minutes or so, and then we're going to go into an intermission, and then we'll be right back after that. And then,
Yeah.
but I do want to give a quick update on Fallout real quick. Fallout 76, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but Fallout 76, they do have a new set of power armor coming out, the Union power armor by next month. That will be out.
Ooh.
So if you're not already in Fallout first, please make sure that you guys do that, because it's a good membership to have, especially when you're playing on Fallout 76. And if you haven't seen the new show, go check that out on Amazon Prime. Not a sponsor, but just throwing that out there. All right.
Uh, that is actually something that I do want to talk about. On the topic of Fallout 76, I've seen you and Puckett and even my younger brother play it, and I actually have thought about getting it. It's just with bills and not getting paid a lot and
Oh, it's
extra
free right now if you
crap.
want it.
Huh?
It's free. Fallout
It's free right
76.
now.
Yeah.
76
Mhm.
through
Steam.
Steam
Yep.
or what?
Steam everywhere.
Oh, well, okay. Well, I'm gonna hold off on downloading that because even though we're talking right now, I'm actually kind of in the I'm actually kind of in the middle of editing a video.
Yeah. No, you're good. We're all kind of doing our own thing while we're in this podcast.
Oh, that's
Brandon,
funny. I'm just sitting here
somebody said that
talking.
they liked your hair. So
Huh?
they liked your hair.
That's funny
they said it's
because my,
wavy.
my
It's
hair my
wavy.
hair is actually like a dark brown, but I've dyed it so many several times of the color red
They said that
that it
your hair kind of reminds them of the what's his name, the Shrek, the first
Lord
one.
Farquaad.
No, no, not
All
Lord
right,
Farquaad. The
everybody in the
first one,
comments,
the
what
handsome
YouTuber does he
Prince
look like?
Handsome.
I swear to God.
What
You know what?
YouTuber does
Actually,
he
no.
look
I
like?
actually am kind of. I am kind of curious.
Hang
Yeah.
on, they're typing. They're typing.
Let me see it. What YouTuber do I look like? I
And
feel
they
like I'm
can't.
gonna
I was
regret
gonna
this.
say they can see you guys on the Twitch too. So that
Oh, that is
yeah,
cool.
everyone. Yeah, whenever I
I probably
switch,
look like this big honking stud. Nah, I'm horrible. I'm ugly, bro.
some of them said Markiplier.
Oh, yep, I do it. I do it. I do it. I do it.
Do
Oh
I? Okay. Okay. Jeeps.
yes.
I want you to be kind of like the messenger because I can't really see anything in your stream or anything. But is there? I'm trying to say it with a straight face, but at the same time, I'm not. But is there really that much of a huge resemblance between me and good old Marky Moo?
Marky Moo. You
Oh
gotta
yeah.
say. They said say hello. Like say his famous hello. Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
Do
like
his
that, like
intro
that.
is what they're telling you to do.
Yeah. You know, whenever he starts his YouTube, he's like,
Hello,
hello.
my name is Markiplier.
Yeah.
You know.
Hello, my name is Markiplier. My favorite one was Knox Time Warp where he was like, "Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and welcome to Knox Time Warp. Let's go." I was like, "Dude, that is so smooth."
Yes.
They probably all say that I suck or something like
No.
that.
No. Some of them say you sound really good.
Really good. You know what? That's
They said some. Most of them are saying you need the pink mustache.
why me?
They said
I'll take
Richard.
the. You know what?
They
You
said
know
you
what?
need to get his
I
glasses
will
too.
do. I will do the red. I will do the red mustache. I will do the red mustache, but only if somebody somehow gets this video to
Somebody
Markiplier.
says do his scream barrels. Do his like famous boxes or barrels.
I don't know that one.
Whenever he
I'm
plays Amnesia,
terrified.
he plays Amnesia. Boxes.
Oh, watch. He's gonna look at the video real
Boxes.
quick.
Yeah.
Watch, I guarantee it. He's gonna be like, oh, let me look this up. Let's see if I can do it.
Tiny box Jim.
That's great. Yeah, the
I,
chat loves it. They sent a bunch of
I
hearts.
I'm not gonna lie. When I was going through my divorce, he was such a huge recovery moment for me. And yes, I know a lot of people will look at me and probably be like, "Oh, he was married." There's no way. Yeah, I was married. I was married. I hated it because I was at 202 pounds, but now I struggle to even hit 90, which makes me actually feel pretty good. Because if you gain weight and you're not happy about it, you could lose it. You could just straight up just lose it.
True.
You could shred it. You could get buff. You could get ripped.
I go to
But if
the
you're
gym.
unhappy, yeah. But if you're unhappy, you don't see that you're gaining weight, and it is decently bad. Yeah, it is pretty bad.
Huh.
Oh, Casey,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to show you. I cleaned it up, and I had to. I really had to. As a matter of fact, I had to do both of them.
Nice.
I cleaned them both up. The completely solid silver one, that is my grandfather's Zippo lighter. He wasn't around when I was born, and
Chat
the
says hi,
silver
Casey.
the The other silver one, this
Sorry.
one I got from my aunt's house. For those of y'all who are in the chat who are just now coming in and everything, I lost my aunt Dottie May 20th. Come to find out, she had underlying health problems that not even we knew, which was kind of the reason why she probably didn't want to go to the hospital as often to get checkups and everything. But yeah, that was a rough. Well, speaking of that, I just did like a whole like tangent. Um,
Y'all
may
excuse him. His mind goes all over the place. He can't keep up with me.
Yeah, I
no,
was gonna
like
say he likes the
I can
stories.
actually sit on this subject a lot because unlike my buddy Matthew Puckett, um, Puckett, we miss you, buddy. Unlike Puckett, when something like that hits his life, he doesn't want to talk
Hello?
about it.
Oh,
But
Mike.
in my opinion, you have to talk about it because if you just bottle it up, and it has been scientifically proven, if you repress memories and bottle stuff up, you
It'll
lose
affect your own
memory.
memory. Yeah, you'll
Yeah,
affect your
yeah,
memory to the point where you won't remember the simple stuff. It'll just slip your mind.
yeah,
Yeah.
it warps your memory and everything. Now, I'm not gonna lie, and I will say this: from the 20th to I want to say the 20th to I want to say the 20th to 25th. 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 I want to say the 20th. Yes, 25th. I want to say the 20th. So yes, 25th. I want to say the 20th. So yes, 25th. I want to say the 20th. So yes, 25th. And
Goodness.
I kind of like
Sorry.
explaining this, but at the same time, I don't because it's literally how I felt for 5 days, and I mean 5 legit days. I was struggling with my own version of PTSD because of everything that happened that day. And Jeeps, honestly, you was the start of that day too because when you called me that Monday, I had to come and get you from off the side of the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a whole different conversation for another section for another
Hey,
whatever.
that was fun. I appreciate that. So hopefully I
No
didn't
problem. No
hopefully
problem.
I didn't make you mad or anything.
No, no. As a matter of fact, you didn't because as soon as we got home, I just used the bathroom and I got in the avalanche and I went straight to Dad's house. And then while I was there, I waited for
I was
the
grateful,
other two
man.
siblings. Yeah, I was waiting for the other two siblings to get home. Casey, you were already there. Mom got a call from Dad, and Dad said that he could not
Excuse me.
understand what Aunt Dottie was saying, what she was speaking, and what ended up happening is that we went driving. We got in the Trailblazer. We drove to her house, and we tried calling her several times. I'm pretty sure she only answered once. Um, I hate saying during a video. Essentially what
Let your
ended up
mind catch up
happening.
then.
No, I know what I'm trying to say. It's just, and I know why I say a lot. That's really just for me to take a break and to
Kind of
breathe on what
breathe,
I'm
yeah.
saying. Yeah.
He's giving his mind a chance to think.
Oxygen to the brain. Breathe.
He's already up. No, I'm just
He's like,
kidding.
ah,
But anyway,
Oh, that's great.
we I had a key that fit into the key locks and everything, and I was trying to do what I was seeing on TikTok on how to bump lock pick, but it wasn't working. And I eventually just quit that idea, and I'm just fiddling with a key, flipping it in my hand and everything. And Mom got a call from Dad, and he was saying, "Hey, I can't get her to answer the phone. Where are y'all at?" And we said we are at the back door. We're waiting for her to come and unlock the door to us, for us. Well, minutes felt like hours that went by, and I swear I heard something fall in her house. I don't know what it was. That was after the second time that I went to the front door to try and open it. It was also locked and everything. So, I hated this moment. I had to kick in the door, and I did. I did succeed. And when we did, we all rushed into the living room because that's normally where most people usually are at during the day. They're in the living room, or if you're like me and my family, and we're gearheads, we're going to be in the garage. But she was all four, and she was slowly crawling. She was short, quick breaths, and she was good. Unfortunately, she did pass away at the house, but dad was there, and that was my main concern was my dad getting to his sister, which is why I kicked in the door.
Yeah.
But after
Well,
we after we kicked in the door, as soon as we got up there, that's when I realized that she had just opened the front door, and I'm like, if I could have held on a little bit longer, because I know she didn't want the door kicked in, but we were afraid. We were afraid, and unfortunately, it was a night fair that did come true. And to this day, I'm still not happy about it. But from the 20th to the 25th, I struggle with my own PTSD, remembering everything, seeing my father cry, seeing him and hearing him say he's not ready to let his sister go yet. I struggled with all that. Then Saturday came. So, so for 5 straight days, I'm having PTSD moments at work, like visions of me kicking in her door, seeing her on all four, trying to sit her up on her couch so that way she'd be comfortable and everything. It hurt. Seeing my dad cry, it hurt. Hearing him say what he said, he's not ready to let you go. That hurt. But you know that's somebody who actually cares for you if he's willing to sit there and say, I'm not ready to let you go yet.
well,
It all hurt, but her viewing, I went to her viewing. Her funeral, I wish I could have gone to the funeral burial, but unfortunately, the preacher jabbermouthed a little too much, so I unfortunately wasn't able to go because I immediately had to get in my car and go to work. But seeing her in that restful, peaceful sleep state really put my own demons at ease. It really helped me. It really calmed me out, soothed me out. I can make jokes now without possibly thinking I'm going to turn around and snap at people. It has calmed me down. It really has.
it'll get it'll get better with time. I mean, I still
That's
flash
what I
through
hear
the.
from a lot of people. That's what I hear from people, and I do agree. But I feel, and now hopefully chat would agree with me, you need somebody who will sit there and will help you put a smile on your face. What do
Yeah,
they say, Jameson?
Bing bong, that's me.
I said, what are they saying? What are they saying? Does anybody agree with me?
I
You
agree
need
with you.
that.
Yeah,
You
you
need
do
that
need
one guy
somebody
that'll sit
that.
there and put a smile on your face.
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Like me, that
I,
wakes up and tells Brandon, "Hi, Brandon," every morning. Well, not every morning because I'm not awake, but some mornings.
Mornings,
yeah.
dude. Me and
Evenings.
you. If it was up to us, we would still be asleep until 2 o'clock in the morning.
We'd be waking up at 5 going, oh shit.
Well, I mean,
What
I
day is
struggle
it?
with
Because I felt like I
the
slept.
same stuff. I
When I
struggle with the
had
same stuff for a while, Brandon. I mean, you
huh?
got to think. I remember, you know, what was it, 2022 in October? I got a phone call. I was sitting there just watching TV, having a grand old time, and I get a phone call from my brother saying, and the only thing out of his mouth was, "Mom's gone." And that phone call flashed through
Oh,
my head for 6 months. I couldn't get it out of my head.
um, um, Rose. Jack and Rose, the two friends that knew Dad.
And yeah, I already know about all that. Your dad
Yeah,
told me the other day when
yeah,
I found out.
yep. Rose passed away too.
Yeah,
Jeez,
it's
why'd you get so close to your camera, dog? You're
Sorry.
just like,
he's
I had to
like,
check
check this
something, man.
pimple right here.
I had to check something out.
Hang on, I'm
where
gonna
you
pop this
going?
pimple for the camera.
Wait, I'm checking
Huh?
something. 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds, lad.
Uno
But yeah,
momento.
no,
Dos
it took
momento.
it took me a long time to get past that phone call. I mean, honestly, that was all. I woke up in the middle of the night.
Did you go to the funeral? Did you go to the viewing, the burial? Like, in my personal opinion, you probably would have actually benefited with that just as much as I did, maybe a little bit more, because that was your mom.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it was hard to see my mom like that. I mean, the minute I was dreading walking through those doors when I went to that funeral, even the viewing, because we did it the same format, we did it the same day. And when I walked through those doors and saw my mom, someone who I spent over half my entire childhood with, it broke me down. I mean, I didn't feel like I was going to be able to get back up for months,
Yeah,
and
what's going
then,
on with his lights? Yeah.
moving out of that house with, them two really helped with that process.
Who's in? Never mind. I don't care. I don't need to
Uh,
know who them two is.
uh, Robert and Psychopath.
I'm gonna let you in. Yeah. Chat, that is a whole different cake we are not gonna get into right now. All
Yeah, no,
right.
we're not going to
So
have that conversation right now. But yeah, no, and the worst part about it was, I lost mom the end of October, and then the very beginning of December, the guy that I looked at who was my stepfather, Vic, he passed away at the beginning of December. So it was just all around the end of 2022 was just a really crappy year for me.
didn't Vic pass away due to a heart attack?
No, Vic passed away due to a brain aneurysm. Nobody, it's something you don't see coming. You never know it's there. It just happens. And when it does, they're gone. I
Now,
mean,
see
it's,
that makes me wonder if there's anything wrong with like my dad's side of the family because all the males on his side of the family, including him himself, we're very prone to have really bad migraines. And this year, I actually had the very first migraine in 28 years that actually kept me home. Any type of foods, liquids, even medicine that I took, my headache was so bad, my head was shaking. I was always doubled over. Like, I wasn't doubled over holding my stomach. I was just doubled over, like,
Ooh.
I just want to die. And it was so bad, it actually made me throw up anything and everything that I had on my stomach. Like, within, like, not even a minute. Within, like, seconds, like 30 seconds at most. Get it down, I'd be like, just had to go and throw it up. And it was bad. It was the one time I actually had to stay home. I just slept the entire day. And dummy me, not realizing, hey, you spent all day throwing up yesterday. You should probably drink something so that you're not still feeling dizzy throughout the day. No, I had my one brush in with a customer where I wasn't all up there one day, and I'm not gonna lie, and I hope he sees this video, sir. I do not appreciate the way that you talked to me that day.
well,
I did
Tell
not
him,
like
Brent.
if I am
Tell him.
legitimately feeling sick. Do not disrespect me. I will just look at you
He
like,
looked straight at the camera and said, "Sir."
yeah, exactly. I will look at you. I will look at you with like the most soulless
That's
looking
great.
eyes and just be like, "Oh, okay. Let me get
Um,
down these notes. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't get that. I'm sorry, I didn't get that." Like I will be that guy. If you are an absolute jerk to me when I do not feel good, I'm just either gonna look at you, just take it, and just be like, "Are you done?" Or I'm just gonna be like, "Sir, I've been sick the entire day," and I will make you feel bad about it too. And it's not me being doing on it on purpose. More of the fact of I want to see how you're going to react to me saying what I'm going to say, which I should have told the dude like, "Sir, I had a migraine yesterday that was so bad I was throwing up the entire day, getting up in and out of sleep, up and out of my bed, just throw up my trash can that's in my room because my migraine was so bad." And I've actually been checked over this. Doctors have said you're just going to need to take medicine for it. Like, isn't that what we can do? I don't know what to tell you. Gee,
all right.
thanks, doc.
Let's
um, yeah.
pull the
Before we,
topic back to games.
yeah, we're gonna go back to games, but before we do that, we're gonna take a little intermission. Brandon,
Intermission.
yeah, we're gonna take a little intermission. You check on your hamper because it is being crushed right now by a kid named
My
Hunter.
clothes! No!
Yeah, your hand basket, yeah, your hamper
My
basket is
flip
crushed.
flops on. Hold
All
on.
right, when we
But
come back, guys, we'll
I'll
get
be right
back into
back.
the games.
yes, we're gonna be the upcoming events. What we're gonna be suspecting is we're gonna have a little bit of Fallout talk, updates, and stuff like that. We're gonna have some more. Casey's gonna have some more video game talk for us. And
Mm-hmm.
another topic that I do want to get back into. I don't know if you remember ever getting these in the mail, but Game Informers. So if
Oh
you,
yeah.
yeah, I kind of want to briefly talk about those, and if anybody remembers those still. So, but yeah, guys, when we get back, I'm gonna go ahead and mute both of our systems. I can still I'll be able to hear you through Discord, but they won't be able to hear us. So, but we are gonna be right back. I hope you guys have enjoyed our talk so far. But yeah, we'll be back. Give us about 20-30 minutes. Thank you.
Let's get her going.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I am your host, Jeeps Gravitz, here with Let's Talk Late Night S'mores podcast. So grab that popcorn, grab that snacks, and sit down on the couch, get comfortable, and we are back with our podcast. So how's it going, everybody? We're here with Brandon, and we are here with Casey. How are we doing tonight, guys?
We are doing well. We are doing fantastic. Ain't that right, Casey?
We are fantastic.
Yes, we are.
It's good to have two amazing people and two amazing YouTubers. If you guys want to also go check out their YouTube, please go also check out their YouTube. They are amazing people and they take the time to be here on our podcast, so we just want to give them a great thanks. So viewers out there checking our, can I get a big hello and a thanks to our people that have joined our podcast?
Yes. Hello and thank you. It is great. It is great being in this podcast because I've always dreamed about being in a podcast. Oh my god, I had a moment of deja vu. Oh!
I'm sorry.
So in other words, his brain couldn't keep up again.
No, basically, mother effer, I could see the freaking future.
Hey, it's not bad.
No, it's terrifying. Like sometimes when I actually see something that has actually happened, and it never happened until that moment, that's a moment of deja vu, and I can see into the future.
All right, Jeeps, you want to kick us off with the Fallout conversation?
Oh yes. Go ahead. We'll go ahead and get that out of the way because you got some. Because we have the Game Informer. We forgot to tell Brandon about that. We do want to touch topics. Do you remember Game Informer, Brandon? Getting that in the mail. You get a Game Informer.
Remember getting the magazines in the mail from GameStop and stuff?
Yes.
Yes. We're gonna briefly conversate over those.
Actually, now that I actually do remember that, yeah, I actually do remember something like that. I never signed up for any of that. Unfortunately, it was something I did. I wanted to sign up for it, but no way. I think I did. No. Yes. I signed up for it at my parents' old house, and I never got any of the magazines or anything like that.
And I'm gonna go.
I find it funny how it used to be the way that I like it. Anytime I found out about a new game, I didn't go online for it most of the time. I actually, I would just read the magazines when they came up. Like, I remember when I still have it somewhere. It's like sealed in a package. I kid you not, in mint condition. But it's the Game Informer or the gaming magazine that introduced
the Game of the Year edition video game. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that one. It was the one that one of my favorite games came out from, the PlayStation 3, Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots. It was the first magazine that announced the game.
Huh.
What just happened with your eyeballs just now?
What do you mean?
But I'm gonna go ahead.
He's over here doing trippy stuff with his eyeballs.
So on the S'mores Show YouTube, we have updated it a little bit. Me and the S'mores team over here, we have, if I can get it on there. What did I do? Did I do it?
I just realized I have a Chad chin.
Okay. So the S'mores, I did not do it. I did not fix it.
You're doing too much.
Hang on.
Stick with the bases, soldier. You got this.
Whoops. No.
What are you doing? Stop it. It's fine. You're gonna break it.
Okay. So, I don't know what I did, but yeah, before I break it. Okay.
Yeah.
So the S'mores Show, we and the S'mores team, we have updated a lot of stuff on our YouTube channel, which I was going to show you, but I apparently broke it. I don't know what I did, but I did something. So
I knew it was going to happen.
it happened. So, but currently though, at the whatever it is, currently though, we are going to have more gameplays, and we're going to be bringing back more older games back. ATS. There will be a Twitch stream on ATS 76, Fallout 76, and 18 Wheels of Steel, and we'll have different gameplays on that too. If you guys also want to check out our new description, we do have a new description. We're also going to be adding any live stream videos that are being recorded at this moment, they will be posted on our YouTube channel, so you guys can go back and check that out as well. But that is the only information that your host has to give out at this current moment, so we can continue with the show, baby.
Yeah.
So,
Unfortunately, I will have to pop your bubble on one thing. Fallout 76 is not free right now.
oh, that
At least
sucks.
not on Steam.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's $39.99 through Steam. I don't know about any other I don't know about the PlayStation Store. I don't know about Microsoft Store.
It's probably free through PlayStation, but you probably have to have PlayStation Plus to play it. I guarantee it's a PlayStation Plus free game.
I mean, to be fair, I would say I'm a true gamer. I've at least played every console in the world at least once, including PC, including the Xbox, all the Xboxes. Yeah, actually, at this point, yeah, I've played all the Xboxes and even all the PlayStations. And I own a Nintendo Switch. I played Nintendo Switch, the Wii, the GameCube. Oh my God, childhood memories, the GameCube.
I do like the GameCube.
I'm not gonna lie, I like the Nintendo Switch better because it's more of like the handheld portable version of it. Which, speaking of that, I actually do have that. Hold on, let me open my
You
backpack.
have the GameCube?
No.
So Fallout 76 is free on Xbox if you have Game Pass.
True.
I'm not sure if I have Game Pass or not because.
Or if you have the PC Game Pass, which is two different things that pisses me off. Because you lose all your progress on the Xbox. It's bullshit.
Yeah, see, I have the only reason I even have Game Pass right now is because when I got the new computer, it came with 3 months worth of the Ultimate Pass. So
Yeah. But me personally, I love the Nintendo Switch. Mine is the Breath of the Wild edition suitcase and everything. Which I guess I'm kind of jumping around on topics when it comes to games and shit like that, which I do apologize. I've played a lot of Legend of Zelda games, which I don't know if any of y'all actually have played any of that.
So, yeah, that's a conversation for you. Breath of the Wild,
Yes,
hands down, 10 out of 10. One of the best games I ever played. I loved it.
Yeah.
The only thing now, Tears of the Kingdom was a lot of fun too. Don't get me wrong, the new one, I love it. It was a very fun ass game. It just makes me mad the fact that literally took me 1 week to finish all the shrines in that game and get 100% shrines and get the. I do like that armor piece you get because it's basically one item, but when you equip it, it equips all 3 slots in one slot. So it is kind of cool, but at the same time, the farming for it sucks because you remember in Breath of the Wild how the dragons were at certain places at certain times. You could farm the dragons.
Yeah.
They changed that with Tears of the Kingdom. With Tears of the Kingdom, they're on a timer.
They had to do that because you had to get to the what I call the rainbow dragon, which is what I call the rainbow dragon, to get to the rainbow, 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 is Princess Zelda, and you have to get the sword from her horn, which is not actually
the sword
her
out
horn.
her head.
Yeah. No, sorry. It's like bull starting a lawnmower. You just gotta eat them.
Well, I will say this is that they both had really good gameplay. Don't get me wrong.
They all really do.
The only thing that really bummed me about Tears of the Kingdom is they have already announced for Tears of the Kingdom there's not going to be any DLC for it. There's literally no DLC that's going to come out for Tears of the Kingdom because they said that they got everything they wanted in the game from the start.
True.
So
that's fine. It's just with me
when
it came to like
that's
fine. When it came to with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's kingdom. I feel like with me when it came to like that's something. And I just come in and just help him wreck everything. Like, I'd be okay with that.
Well, at the same time, I can understand why a lot of Zelda games aren't multiplayer because the few that they have done that have been multiplayer over the years haven't turned out quite the way they wanted them to, and the gameplay was really botched. Like, one of the first ones was the Game Boy Zelda. It was called Four Swords. And it was all multiplayer. Like, you couldn't play it unless you had the linking cable between the Game Boys to play it with
Hmm.
somebody else. You had to have
Yeah.
somebody else to be able to play it with you. And most of the time, if I remember correctly, you had to have 4 cables because you had to have all 4 players to play it. So it was a fun game, but at the same time, it was just severely limited because there was so much you couldn't do without having at least one other person
I
to play it with.
Now, see, unfortunately, with that is that I do feel like there is a bit of a compromise between. How's this?
Oh no, you clicked on something and your lights changed.
Okay. Basically, it's my computer saying my vehicle. Your computer can now go to Windows 11. Oh wait, it's not eligible. Thanks, computer.
Well,
It's a lie.
like,
It always has been. I feel like I gotta upgrade my CPU in order to go to Windows 11. But anyway, um, I honestly, me personally, I love to test out the multiplayer versions of certain games. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is being one. Dark Souls, Elden Ring. I love Elden Ring. I really do. There is a mod that you can get for it that allows you and your friends to stay permanently. Bit of a lag spike. There's a mod that you can get that allows both of y'all to stay all 4 of y'all to stay permanently in each other's worlds. If you die, you just spawn back at the bonfire. Like if you're fighting a boss, it's okay. But however, the modded version of it to where you just stay in and y'all can ride around on y'all's mounts and everything, it's severely the magic in the game is severely debuffed. And I feel like physical strength and everything is slightly buffed a little bit more. But
all right,
like the overall like sorcery and everything was different.
True.
all right, guys, give me just a second. I got to step away and make a phone call, but I will be right back.
You're good. I'm actually sending in the so you guys, if you guys want to watch the Twitch, you guys can see kind of what's going on. But I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see what I see. So
Um, only if you share your screen. Has anyone commented about me?
I'm not sure. Hang on, let me check. Check the
Uh,
chat real quick in Discord.
what do you mean? Check the chat in Discord. Are they in Discord?
No. Check open where it says open chat.
Mm-hmm.
Check that, and then you can see where. Then you can see where they're what they're saying. If you go to that.
Well, I don't know. I don't know how to do this.
Open up Google and go to www.twitch.tv. Oh crap! Look how it said the same thing for me too.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Uh, all right. So back to what we were talking about. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of multiplayer games really good out there. I mean, you got some of the best ones that have come out, but I can understand why Zelda's not really a multiplayer focused game because you got to think Legend of Zelda has always been a game line that has been
I'm gonna use the
Nintendo's
bathroom.
version of Final Fantasy. It's meant to be a single player. You want to play their multiplayer games, you really would have to like focus on like the Mario series and stuff like that. Legend of Zelda is not really multiplayer because it is their version of their solo RPG. I mean, that's just how it's always been. I mean, I've played every Legend of Zelda game from the Super Nintendo, the original Nintendo, all the way up to the newest stuff that we have. I mean, I had Tears of the Kingdom I had that game for a week before I finished all the shrines in it. I mean, it was ridiculous how fast I went through that game, but it was a lot of fun. I'll give it that. It was a very fun game. That, and I'll tell you the other thing, the only other complaint I had with Tears of the Kingdom was the depths. Those take forever to actually light up all the routes and actually explore that zone fully. Because there are so many routes you gotta light up. But Tears of the Kingdom, hands down, I would give it a 10 out of 10. It is a good game. Breath of the Wild was a really good game. The only thing that sucked about Breath of the Wild was the fact that it was just the game was originally designed for the Wii U, and then it released on the Switch later after the Switch came out. So the game didn't perform as well as it probably would have. But at the same time, with how open world that game is, and a handheld game console doesn't matter where it's from, whether it's PlayStation, whether it's Xbox, a handheld game console is never going to perform like a console or a PC was going to.
Oh god, I can
So,
see it.
what are
I
you
can
laughing about?
I can see the I can see everything. I'm gonna have to go to Twitch on. You know what? Never mind. I'm just not. I looked up. I looked up his Twitch account thing on Twitch and everything. I was able to see everything, and it's just like you were just constantly talking, and I'm just like, you just said this like 2 seconds ago. You're repeating it.
Oh, so you were hearing the echo.
It was more like my computer was picking up what you were saying, and then when 2 seconds later was repeating it, and then 2 seconds later was repeating it again.
Ah.
Yeah.
Well, alright, so he's not here to talk about Fallout, so I'm going to jump to a different game real quick while he's
Okay.
doing whatever he's doing. Let's see, we talked about The Legend of Zelda. Let's talk about the Call of Duty in the works. Black Ops number 6, which I
We've
have mixed
already.
emotions about.
I mean, to be fair, we've already talked about this, but also at the same time, we haven't. We haven't fully dived into what it would actually would look like or anything like that. Me personally, I would love for them to bring back a little bit of that nostalgic touch from like Black Ops 2. Kind of like the loading screen of like selecting campaign, multiplayer, or zombies. I like that. I really genuinely actually like that. That put a
Well,
whole different twist on it.
it's funny that you mentioned that because a speculation from a lot of people for a while now has been that the next Call of Duty wasn't going to be a Black Ops 6, it was going to be a Black Ops 2 remaster. And
So in other words, it's going to be a Black Ops 6. Like,
yeah, but at the same time, it was going to be a remaster of the original Black Ops 2 with all the same maps, the weapons, everything, except they were going to improve upon the graphics, the movement quality, and all that.
well, to be fair, we've got how many remasters of how many Call of Duty games out there? A bunch.
Oh yeah, they've remastered. That's what people do nowadays, because a lot of people love to go back and play, stuff again. Remasters are fun. I mean, I've got several Final Fantasy remasters on my computer. Games that they have redone. And I have played through them again with the better graphics, and it was a lot of fun. But
Jeeps is on his way. He's coughing.
But I mean, with Black Ops 6, I got to say the biggest thing I'm looking forward to, honestly, is hoping that now I can understand why it wouldn't, because there were a lot of bugs in it, there were a lot of issues with it. But it would be nice to see the Outbreak Zombies game mode from Zombies on Cold War make a return in Black Ops 6, because that open
me,
world zombie killing, that was kind of fun.
me personally, yeah, I would actually would love to see that because that was something that I would have done, and means how you can take your multiplayer custom weapons and everything and bring them to zombies and everything. I would love that. I would love that feature back. Whoever is making it to where Call of Duty, oh, you want this attachment unlocked? Well, go and use this gun. Wait until that weapon is level 27. Then go to another gun. Use this attachment and wait until that weapon is that level, and then you might possibly unlock this. Whoever invented that, you're an idiot.
Yeah, I don't agree
I'm
with
not
the.
holding back. You're just straight up an idiot. Like
I
nobody
don't.
wants to jump through hoops just to do that.
Yeah.
I would rather it be the original Black Ops 2 where you just got I don't know 100 prone killing, like 100 prone kills. Like that's it. That's not
Well,
hard.
see,
I
that
take
is
that back.
something.
That's hard.
That is something I gotta say I liked about Cold War 2 is that it had its own weapon progression system in zombies. Like you had your own weapon camos, and you could actually, like, even if you never got Diamond or, the Damascus in multiplayer, you could still get the Dark Aether camo and the Diamond camos and the Gold camos because it actually had those goals in zombies. And that
Mm,
was a lot of fun. Like, I had, I want to say, 5 out of 7 of the weapons classes in zombies I had at Diamond.
Yeah, but my other issue with that is that it takes too long to get to a lot of those skins. I mean, yeah, you get the skin, whoop de doo.
Well, for me, I want to say I wanted the Dark Aether camo, but it was mainly because I played zombies as much as I did. You know, I mean, when Outbreak came out, I was playing Outbreak back to back to back. I mean, I was, on the same three maps that the three original that it came out with, and I was just, I didn't stop playing it. And then multiplayer on Cold War, gotta say, I loved Cold War's multiplayer. I was really good at Cold War's multiplayer. I would run into some of these maps and just destroy people. But, I'm just hoping that this Call of Duty is similar, if not a lot like, Cold War, because Cold War was a
It's
phenomenal
a
game.
LED light and a battery.
So, I
Oh my
mean,
god, that's right.
Terribly sorry about that. I had to. A lot of people were all of a sudden wanted me.
Just cut them off.
Hey, Japes.
You're on a time schedule now, man.
I
Like, come
am
on.
literally. I am the host of this podcast. But
Yeah.
it was for Hunter though, so I had to kind of help.
Okay, that's
It was for
understandable.
a child, so I was kind of like nah. Okay. Um, what were you guys talking about though?
We were talking about
what
we kind
we
of jumped
hope
off,
the new Call of Duty is going to be.
Okay, nice. Did you
yeah.
happen to see what that was, Brandon, or join that?
Huh?
Did you join the www.twitch
I
TV?
I I did join it.
Are you still in it?
No, it was very weird because like two
Did it
seconds later,
lag?
it repeated the same thing every
Thing
two
over and over
seconds.
and over and over again.
Yeah.
Did you see any of the chat though?
I didn't get to because
How laggy it was?
no, I just didn't get a chance to. It was
Oh.
just weird.
I was gonna say you should have seen what chat was saying.
Were they saying something about me being Markiplier?
That's funny.
Oh,
We do have a couple of new viewers. Hello, everyone.
Yeah, we
welcome.
got new viewers.
How are we doing? It is currently 1:40 a.m. So welcome to the late night chat.
Welcome to the late night chat as
And
I file my nail.
we have two more people here joining soon. They're taking care of some business, but when they get here, they will be joining the podcast. But have has anyone received a Game Informer in the past like couple of months, or even
I'm
like
not gonna lie,
November?
that might have been something that may have been stopped due to COVID. So
Damn. Well, this sucks. What was the other thing I wanted to talk about, Casey? A Game
You
Informer and
wanted to discuss Fallout and Game Informer.
Fallout Game Informer.
Yeah, you wanted to talk about the upcoming stuff for
There was one
Fallout
more
and
thing I
where the
wanted to
game's
talk
headed.
about. What else was it? I just didn't say it out loud. Dang it. Mm. What was it?
I don't know, what was it?
2 seconds and I will remember.
Now, while he's trying to figure that one out, another game I kind of did want to talk a little bit about. For people that don't know, Brandon, this probably won't apply to you because you're not really a RPG person. But I have seen a lot of footage and a lot of articles about it, and I'm assuming we're probably still at least a year or two out, at least, from a release, given how long it took to produce the last one. But Kingdom Hearts 4.
Ooh.
Now,
Jeeps, are you playing Truck Simulator?
No, why?
As it popped up.
but yeah,
No, I'm
Kingdom Hearts
actually close.
4.
That was already open. I was closing it.
Oh.
There is a
My
lot of
computer was laggy. I was
speculation
wondering
behind
why.
what the game is going to consist of. I have heard many sides to this story is that they're ripping everything Disney out of it, and it's going to become another. From here on, it's going to become another Final Fantasy RPG style. Because I mean, it is made by the same people that make Final Fantasy.
Okay.
They just have a partnership with Disney, and that's why it consists of Final Fantasy characters, but it also has a crap ton of Disney stuff in it. Now, I've heard other stories that it's going to take a different turn. Like they're going to start adding in other Disney stuff that, you know, is now part of Disney, like the Marvel Universe and Star Wars and things like that. Who knows where the game is headed really right now? I mean, honestly, as an avid Kingdom Hearts fan, Kingdom Hearts 3 was a good game. I will give it that. But I will always be the biggest fan of the second Kingdom Hearts. It was my favorite. Even the first one wasn't as good, in my opinion, as the second one was. The second one had a lot of features to it, had a lot of side stuff to do at the end if you had the final mix edition of the game. It was a very fun game all around. I mean, a lot of, you know, that and the fact that it was one of those games, you know, unlike the old Final Fantasies where it's all on one difficulty, you know, so, you know, there's no difficulty choice. Kingdom Hearts was a version of the same thing where you had a difficulty choice because it goes beginner, standard, proud, and then critical mode. Critical mode, your health bar never increases. You have the same amount of health the whole damn game. And it takes like 2-3 hits max to take your ass out.
Yeah, true.
Kingdom Hearts 2, like I said, all around was a phenomenal game. It had a lot of great story to it. Plus, it brought in a lot of the great storylines from Disney, like The Lion King and The Nightmare Before Christmas, you know. And,
No, that's sauce.
which is funny because The Nightmare Before Christmas is Tim Burton, not Disney. But they brought in a lot of great stuff to Kingdom Hearts 2. I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with 4. But I got to say that from here right now, from what I can see on all the stuff that's being posted online about it, I have no idea where that game is headed right now. I really don't. It's just too many theories, too much speculation. There's no confirmed anything. Square Enix is not big about really dropping anything until they're ready. I mean, we all didn't really get tidbits of 16 until, what, maybe a year, maybe 2 before it released. And 16's a good game, Final Fantasy 16. But I gotta say, it's just not the old style Final Fantasy that I remember. So that's why I haven't really touched it. I've played maybe 2 hours of that entire game, and then I literally traded the game in. So
You've said Final Fantasy so many damn times, and I'm sitting here thinking Kingdom Hearts. My brain went a completely different game, and I don't know why.
Yeah, wait, did you start what? He started with Kingdom Hearts, then Final Fantasy?
Well,
no,
Kingdom
Final
Hearts.
Fantasy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I was talking about
he was
but
talking
Final
about
Fantasy,
that, but for some reason my brain defaulted to Kingdom Hearts. That's why I can't really play a game like that, is because my brain will think of another game, and if it's something that is similar to it, I won't necessarily jump into it because I will think it's the same game. Which, don't get me wrong, I actually have played an actual Final Fantasy game. It was the one where you got to ride around on the regalia.
Oh, shit.
Oh, he played 15. The
15,
game
that's
before
the one,
last
yeah.
one. Yeah, 15 was a good game. 15.
The
had a really
mechanic
good story.
lady.
Oh, yeah, everybody obsesses over Cindy in that game.
And when she said, "Oh yes, your Tarbonator is broken," I was like, "Ooh, tell me more."
Yeah, that's Final Fantasy for you. I mean, 15 had a really good story, but the great thing about 15 was it was it was the first Final Fantasy in years that was in. It literally tells you on the title when you load up the game on any console. It's a Final Fantasy for longtime fans and first timers, people who've never played the game. Because honestly, even on its hardest difficulty, it's not that difficult a game to play.
I kind of messed up, and I tried to attack something that I wasn't really leveled for. It just kept swinging me and my buddies around. I was just like, "Oh, why am I even here?"
Well, it's like me. There's one part of that storyline where one of the tombs behind the waterfall, and before you get there, you're going down to this waterfall, and there's this giant level 50 snake, and I was like level 20, and I was like, I want to hit it.
I had the Chimera. I'm like, oh, what are you? That thing straight up was just like a cat with like a little laser pointer. It was like with me and my buddies. I was like, damn.
Now, I will say another game, and the remake of Final Fantasy VII, I will say that I did enjoy the first game. The new one, I haven't gotten to play yet. I haven't had a chance to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which is basically Chapter 2 of the remake, for those of you that don't know.
Y'all keep talking. My pants are getting uncomfortable. I gotta change.
Rebirth is, from what I've seen of the gameplay and the footage, there is a bunch of new features, like being able to combine materia, and that's something that, honestly, I'm dying to get my hands on Rebirth to try that out, because I don't remember. It's been a long time since I played the original 7. I don't remember if that was a function in the game at any point, but I know that it's a function in Rebirth, and Rebirth
I'm in
is
my
turning out to
comfortable
be,
shorts.
from what I've seen of gameplay and the reviews on Rebirth, it's turning out to be an excellent chapter 2. It's just the chapter that nobody cares for because I won't spoil what's going to happen, but it's the part of the story
I'm
from
in
7
my
that some
comfortable
very bad things happen at
shorts.
the end that nobody liked.
But yeah, speaking of what you're actually saying, Casey, uh, my buddy Darren actually had the movie on Final Fantasy, and it was actually interesting. It actually explained what the materia was, which I think was
Wait, the movie
freaking
Final Fantasy,
fantastic.
which there's 3
Yeah.
different Final Fantasy movies. Which one was it?
Describe it, and I'll let you know.
Was it Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children?
Appliance trailer. I don't know what you want
Probably.
to call that.
Because did it have Cloud and Sephiroth in it?
Yes.
Yeah, it was Final Fantasy 7 Advent Children. It's the only Final Fantasy 7 movie there is.
Oh, they made a movie?
Yeah, they made a movie. It takes place after the storyline in the original 7. It's basically 3 remnants survive and bring Sephiroth back, and Cloud has to fight him all over again, one-on-one.
Oh.
Yep.
That's crazy.
It really was because
they're also trying to figure out how to cure, because I guess, if I remember correctly, the virus that got spread at the end of 7, that has to do with the planet, it's geostigma.
Yeah.
They're trying to figure out how to cure that, the entire story.
Yeah, I mean,
which was just something in the water. I don't know what it was.
But yeah, I would give that.
He wakes up while he's just
rating.
laying there, just floating in the freaking water. He just gets up and it's like, "Hey, kid, this your disease is gone."
Dead.
Which the sad part is that's the goofy way of me saying it. But no, what he did was like there was a little girl that he was basically in charge or in task of protecting and caring for. She wound up getting abducted / brainwashed by those two guys. Anyway, she, I guess in a way, wakes him up as he's just laying in a freaking pond of water or whatever. He just scoops up some water and just dumps it on her head, and it just goes away. You see it like turn into sparkles, it fizzles off or whatever, and she's like
it was basically a pestime from the ancients. Aerith reached out from beyond, because Aerith dies in 7, but she reaches out from beyond, and she's part ancient. She's one of the original gods from their world, and she reaches out and blesses them, and it eliminates their geostigma. That's basically what it does.
Basically, he was in the realm between life and death. Basically, his old military buddy and she was there, and they both had an interesting dialect. Yeah, they both had a yes, chat. I know I say both very very weird. just F off.
That is funny.
Anyway, they had a dialogue that was interesting because as Cloud didn't open his eyes while he was in the afterworld, in a way, he heard her voice and he said, "Mom?" And she said, "Why does everyone call me Mom?" And his buddy just strolls up. You see his shadow and everything. And he's like, maybe you just have that particular characteristic about you or whatever. Like that. It was interesting. I was like, this is going to mess with my brain.
And for those of you that don't know, there are 2 different versions of the Final Fantasy VII Advent Children movie with 2 different endings. In one of them, Cloud gets stabbed 1 time and slung at the ground. In the second one, the complete edition version, it's a better ending. He gets stabbed 30,000 times by Sephiroth, thrown at the ground. In each version, he has a brief moment where he has a vision with Aerith or a vision with Zack. In the complete edition, with the one where he gets stabbed 30,000 times, it's a vision with Zack. That's how you know which version you have, because the one with Aerith is the more simple ending to the movie. Now, I will say, digitally, the movie cannot be bought, or at least as far as I know, I own it digitally on Windows, but it's only in Japanese audio. You can't buy it in English audio unless you have the physical copy of the movie.
Okay. You see, with Darren's video, as I said, his had both of them in it, but instead of him being stabbed, he was shot / blown up, by the other two
Oh,
dudes.
the
I don't know.
other two remnants that survived when they were like you could see the materia glowing through their arm and stuff, and they walked up to him. That was after the fight. That was different. That scene that you're talking about has both of them in it in both versions.
That was right after the scene of fighting and him talking
Before
to
that was right after
Sephiroth
Cloud
saying,
says,
"I wish you would
yeah.
just go away," and he said, "I will never fade away," and I'm just like, okay,
Damn.
or
Well,
it was something like that.
that was right after Cloud basically does the Omni Slash and murders Sephiroth.
Excuse me, Mert hot dogs.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that movie
I had
was a
hot
really
dogs
good
for
movie.
dinner.
The original
They are
Final
good.
Fantasy movie, what I
Yeah.
was talking about a minute ago, is why I asked you which one. There is a Final Fantasy movie that has nothing to do with the games. It's an old animated movie from when I was a kid. It's called Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within. It has its own storyline. It's basically about a planet that has phantoms, and these phantoms kill people and
That's
take
not
their
it.
life and shit from them.
Yeah, that's not it.
And that movie is all about these people trying to figure out a way to defeat the phantoms before their cities get overrun and stuff, and everybody dies.
Dynamite up the cornhole.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that movie, I would give that movie a 10 out of 10. That's a really good movie. There's only one other movie on beyond that, and that's the most recent one, Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive. That movie is a prelude to the Final Fantasy 15 story. If you watch the movie, it's all about what happens before Final Fantasy 15 starts. It's
That's not bad
based
either.
around... Yeah, it's based around one of the Kingsglaive, one of the king's personal guards that uses his magic, and it's about his sacrifice as he tries to hold the evil empire that's trying to take over. He's trying to hold them at bay in the city of
That
Azan.
almost sounds like 15 because when you're what's his name? When you're Prince Noctis or Noct?
Yeah, Noctis.
Yeah. When he goes and sits on his father's throne, he asks for the aid of all the kings. I don't know if it's 8, 10, 12. Either way, his father was one of the kings. And we are spoiling a lot of shit.
I was gonna say it sounds like.
It sounds like a lot of malarkey.
I mean, it's good though because there are. I did say bring up some TV shows and stuff like that, so we're all good.
Well, I mean, it's a game, and yeah, I have played it, but it's been a while, which I kind of would actually like to go back to it.
Well, I tell you
do you guys remember the Avatar?
Which Avatar?
The cartoon.
Oh,
The Last Airbender?
Yeah, buddy. I
Oh,
grew up
yeah.
on that.
Did you see the movie that they made after it?
That movie was shit.
It wasn't Aang anymore, it was Ung. I'm like,
Okay, have you seen
what?
the new Netflix release? They have a live-action version of Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix right now. And
I kind of want to see. I kind of want to see it. I think it'd be funny, but I think it'd be trash at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not hating. Not until I see it. But I will say I do think it'd be funny just because of Sokka. Yeah, Sokka. Sokka was the comedian of the entire franchise, which they actually did give him a bunch of brave and heroic scenes, and I actually do like him. Other than Prince Zuko, I like Prince Zuko, which he had later on in the story. He had a huge turnaround about everything, and it was my favorite.
I will say with the live action, the one thing you won't like, Brandon, is the fire doesn't look like when the firebenders do the fire bending. It doesn't look like fire. It almost looks like they're throwing red sparks off their damn hand. That was my complaint with it. I didn't care for that.
Look, I mean, all you need is just something that, just one little itty bitty, and everything just goes, it's just done for.
But other than that, I mean, the names wise and the actual acting and stuff,
was it actually correct? Like, was it actually Sokka, and was it Toph and Aang? Was it Zuko?
The names they got
Uncle
right.
Ivor, was it?
Who was the fire person?
Oh
Zuko.
my god, yeah, you have to do the long distance
Prince Zuko.
jumps. You gotta do one. You gotta register
It's
with
Prince Zuko.
His dad was a major a-hole.
Yeah.
Do one of the long ones.
Oh, what's funny about his dad is I learned all these years later. You know who did the voice acting for Fire Lord Ozai in the original cartoon?
Who?
Mark Hamill, the same guy who plays Luke Skywalker in Star Wars.
Really?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. There are a lot of people that actually do voiceovers that are interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I could look up some of the voice actors right now, and they're familiar people too, and I never would have caught on to it back then. You know, I mean, it's. Let's see.
Well, there's one of the good voice actors is the voice actor of Zoro from One Piece. It's the same voice actor as Vegeta and Piccolo from Dragon Ball.
Well, the girl that voices Azula in the show is funny
Azula?
because she's the woman that voices Azula in Avatar: Last Airbender. She is also the voice actor most of the time for well, she voiced, if I remember correctly, you remember the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy?
Yes, that was my favorite.
She voiced Mandy.
I was about to say that. There's no way I was thinking, don't say Mandy, don't say Mandy, and you actually say Mandy.
I do remember that show.
You gonna do one of the long ones?
Yeah, she also voiced Daphne
Yeah,
in most of the
right now.
Scooby-Doo stuff.
That actually does not surprise me. Because Daphne actually had a very unique and specific voice, so that's actually understandable.
Yeah, I mean, Grim Adventures was one of my favorite shows.
Why is
growing
the
up.
dog
That was a
whining?
fantastic show.
Especially when it was on Cartoon Network. I don't know if anybody remembered that.
Ah, dude,
Oh, yeah.
yes, and what was it?
Boomerang!
No, Toonami. That is the way to go. And the freaking weird little four-fingered freaking spaceship dude, and the AI thing. That thing always made me think of Halo. With like Master Chief and Cortana. I'm like, that's where they got that thing from.
Oh,
But no,
real quick.
but no, Toonami was like my biggest go-to when I was a kid. Unfortunately, growing up, Dad, whenever he saw us watching something like that, he was like, "What are you watching? TV." That's all we were just being truthful. We're just like, TV.
Well,
watching
another
TV.
thing, quick note. Back to Kingdom Hearts real quick. For those of you who don't know, Kingdom Hearts is already on PC. It's on the Epic Games Store, but as of a couple weeks ago, was
specific.
announced it coming to Steam.
Oh, really?
All
When?
the Kingdom Hearts games are coming to Steam now.
Shit.
So, which all the Final Fantasy series is pretty much on Steam already, so you can pretty much buy them all and play them all.
Really?
I already have
Leg
7,
stretch out.
8, 15,
Mm.
10, and 10-2. I have all the 12. I have all the Final Fantasies on PC right now. But yeah, back to what we were talking about.
These damn hawks.
Toonami. I know why you watch Toonami more than anything, because there was one particular show that was always on Toonami, and that was Dragon Ball Z.
You can't. I dare you to say something about my man Goku. I will come over there and I will tombstone power drive you, disrespect, teabag your ass into the ground.
Hey, I got nothing against DBZ, especially
No,
Goku.
no, actually,
Goku's the guy that, I'm sorry, but
Someone not get a trailer.
I say this a lot because I read it on a meme and it's freaking hilarious and it's accurate as hell. Goku is the guy that would give the Infinity Stones to Thanos just to see how strong he is.
So what? So what?
He'd be like, "Oh, here's the Infinity Stones. Here's all 6 of them. Now let's fight. Let's go."
Hey, it's me, Goku. Here's the Infinity Stones. Let's see how tough you can really be. like, don't get me wrong. Yes, he is that type of dude, but I feel like he could judge somebody like Thanos pretty easily and would just be like, okay, yeah, it's time for me to end this. You're just nothing but straight pure evil. And just like solar beam his ass with a Kamehameha wave.
Yeah, I mean DBZ was a great series. Don't get me wrong. I watched a lot of the original. I didn't get to see all of it. That was because I'd kind of fight with my brother over the TV remote, so I didn't get to watch all of the original series. But
Dude,
I watched a bit of it.
It's been a hot minute since I've seen the entire episode or anything like that.
1 o'clock.
But I if there's like anything anybody wants to know about that show, I'm probably a human walking thesaurus that could like tell you anything. I can tell you all about every single transformation that he's had, even what most people would call and claim the fake Super Saiyan transformations. Again?
I'm on a timer.
Did you turn us off? Okay, he turned us off without even knowing.
That's what mine
Oh.
are too. I only have 2 votes.
That's alright. I mean,
Twist
shit
my hair.
happens.
We can hold on to the Dragon Ball Z
No. You guys are
conversation.
still
I think I
live.
took
You guys
out
are good.
3.
Huh?
Yeah, you guys are
I took
still
out 3
live.
of them.
Oh, we still are live.
Yeah,
Okay,
you're
well,
still live. I
But
didn't cut
yeah,
you guys off. I'll
DBZ
be right back.
wise, I gotta
Alright.
say, I love the show. Don't get me wrong, but as far as the games have gone over the years, I love the games more.
I
than
have like
anything. I love the
150,000
DBZ
though right
games.
now.
I was
Okay, that's fine.
a huge fan of the first Budokai, the Budokai 2
Me,
and 3. Tenkaichis were good,
me
but I didn't like the fight style.
personally, the one thing I would say that I do not like is the scene when they introduced Broly to Goku and his team. They introduced the entire scenario as Broly is literally just mad at Goku because as a child he just cried a lot.
35, I think, or 36.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in DBZ that was kind of, I mean, I'm wrong.
Questionable. Now, however, there is quite a bit of it where it has actually just straight up just. Oh my god, I can't believe this is so cool. Like, I forgot all about him whining, and then Broly just, mud stomps everybody, but alright,
Well, I mean, there was a lot of questionable stuff in DBZ, especially nowadays, because I mean, you got to think they've. I mean, don't be wrong. The stuff they come up with nowadays is cool, but at the same time, they're just beating a dead horse with the transformations and stuff. I mean, what are we up to now? Beast Saiyan and fucking another version of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. I'm just like, okay, y'all need to stop. Y'all are pushing this
I
way
know,
beyond.
and honestly, at this point, like
I'm on PC.
every single one of Goku's transformations, when he was fighting Lord Slug, he went what most people would call fake Super Saiyan, where he had the golden aura, but his hair was not yellow; it was more like a brownish, blackish, reddish color. Then you had the Kaioken. Then from that, you finally had Super Saiyan. Then you had Super Saiyan 2. Then you had 3. Technically, you have 4, but it's GT. Super Saiyan 4 was only in Dragon Ball GT, which is non-canon. Well, until the Broly movie, where Goku and Vegeta used the Patara dance instead of the earrings, that actually made GT canon again. Well, they actually officially made it canon because that was the first actual introduction of Gogeta instead of Vegito.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed, you know how much I played Xenoverse 2. I played the crap out of the game.
Oh, dude,
I
I do too. I do too.
I mean, it's phenomenal, and I mean, I grew up on my favorite all-time DBZ game will always be the original, not the Tenkaichi, but the original Budokai 3. Budokai 3 was an amazing game. They did phenomenal with it, graphics-wise, for the PlayStation 2. And then when it was remastered for the PlayStation 3, it was even better. I mean, it was...
Yeah.
I mean, the biggest thing I'd say I enjoyed was, like, where you could, like, roam the map in the game. On the story, you roam the map, and that's how you get to the different events that go on. And you could even choose to do something different. Like, should you change one part of the storyline, it goes into a different storyline, where it goes into the storyline, like Budokai 3 was... The highest in Budokai 3 was Super Saiyan 4. But what I loved was if you change the storyline just right on Goku's playthrough, you could do the actual, like, Super Saiyan 4, him and Vegeta, and then do Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and fight Omega Shenron. And that was a lot of fun. That fight was epic.
Yeah.
But the only thing I sucked about Budokai 3 was the fusions were limited. They were all on a time base. You couldn't extend the time either. So once the fusion ran out, it ran out.
Yeah. Me, personally, I kind of want to show... I kind of want to share my screen... just so that way people actually know what kind of I guess I could say what kind of person or what my actual interest is in this kind of stuff. Not that one. Not that one.
Oh, hang on a second. I gotta plug my mouse in. My mouse is apparently dying.
Yes.
Oh, that's sick.
That is the screen that I've actually got right now. I actually like this screen. Like this one. This one's awesome. This one is amazing. Do you see it? Easy.
Oh no, I haven't looked yet. I'm plugging in my mouse real quick. My mouse is dying.
You.
Oh, come on.
actually don't even know if people can even see it either. This is so depressing.
They probably
Actually,
can.
I hope they can because I'm not gonna lie. I love this background so much. Like just
How many mile
the
run is it?
hairstyle, the glowing eyes.
They're minus 433.
For anybody who does not know, this is Super Saiyan 4
Oh, I see it.
Goku. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
Super
dope,
Saiyan.
ain't it? Like, dude, I love this. Like, I kind of like waking up at night whenever my computer
I don't know.
stops
I forget
playing
how
YouTube
many
and
exact
everything.
miles
Like,
it is.
I play
I've done it
YouTube, and
6
then
hours. I
sometimes
got
I'll watch an actual
383 miles
YouTuber,
left.
or if for some odd reason my computer decides to just be like,
That's a
oh,
different
hey,
way I
by the
can
way,
check
here's
while playing the
a
game, but
whoopsies.
I'm not familiar with it yet.
There is so much shit.
10-4.
But yeah.
Anyway, when I'm like trying to sleep,
Altogether, though, from
and there's actually been several occasions where I'll just be like going to sleep. I'm just like, I'll look down and it's like a cooking show, and I'll just be like, yeah, okay.
Refuel, but
And it'll say something like pasta. I'm like, oh. We're gonna do like a chicken Alfredo. Oh, we're gonna add this and this, and I'm like,
I'm not gonna go
okay.
out of my way.
You got my language now. You talking food. You got me. You know. Whoa. You went white. Still, what happened?
Yeah, I'm hoping I come up on something good up here.
You went white, like flash went off.
Oh, I was checking my I minimized Discord so I could check out my headset, make sure my battery's still good. Which it's fine. My headset's got like a 96-hour battery life, so that's the reason why I bought this headset. It's got a much better battery life, but not even just that, the fact that it's got the Bluetooth function. That's the only difference between mine and yours. The one I gave you is the fact that this one has the Bluetooth function. It has a better battery.
I was just kind of.
But oh yeah. All right, so TV show wise, let's go.
Hold on, I gotta take a photo of this and I gotta send this to you. This is freaking hysterical, bro.
Alright, send it to me. I'll check it here in a bit. I'm not near my phone right now. It's on the charger.
I'm just gonna sit here and I'm just gonna take a photo. Basically, there's Jeep's camera, then there's you, which is technically should be you, but it's another photo. It's another camera view of me, and then there's another one of me. I'm sending it to you. This is hysterical.
Are you laughing at what the setup looks like?
No, I'm laughing at what I sent Casey, which I'm gonna send it to you on Facebook.
Oh, you're right.
Because
your clothes are dried. They told me to tell you that.
Okay, that's good.
They said his beautiful clothes are dried.
I highly doubt they said beautiful clothes, but nice try.
No, they did.
I'm gonna pull off right here and fuel up real quick.
Yeah, I will say one thing about as far as TV shows go, you know, we've seen all the good ones, and the one anime that I will watch over and over and over again because I love the original. The first show to me was the best one. Yu-Gi-Oh! I love the original show.
I watched it. I'm not gonna lie. Until you brought it up, I completely forgot about it. I'm not a huge fan of Yu-Gi-Oh, and I think it's because as a child growing up, my older brother was a bit of a nerd that I could actually like.
We're all nerds.
Heck yeah.
There's the difference between like being a nerd and then like. I would say Michael was in the early stages of like trying to do cosplay and everything. Like he was too in depth to it, and it wasn't fully out yet. So.
Well, I enjoyed the original show. It was my favorite. I mean, it was, you know, of course, you know, they've had GX, then 5Ds, and they had another one after that, and then they had another one after that, and the original show to me was the best one. I mean, that's like me with, I've watched a lot of TV shows, and like the two that I'm watching right now, Chicago PD and The Rookie.
I want to see right now. I want to see how many people in the chat. It's probably not many of us, but I do apologize. But anyway, I want to see how many of these people actually remember the original Ed and Eddie's.
Ed and Eddie.
Oh man.
Oh, I love it.
That show I haven't seen.
I love it. I actually own a few episodes on DVD.
Blank. It is Blank Boy.
Ed boy.
Ed the boy. It is I, Blank Boy.
Johnny 2x4. It actually took me so long to understand what he was meaning about that. He was calling Plank a 2x4. I'm like, oh, why did it take me so long to get that?
Well, let's see. You had that one. You
I know
had.
Jeff just hit me back up. He said.
Hang on, I've got to rack my brain for a second.
Taylor was playing.
Trying to remember all the cartoons I watched when I was a kid. Oh,
Johnny
here's
Bravo?
a good one.
You
Yeah,
gonna
that
get on
one's
or what?
fucking
I don't
good.
know. I'm trying to.
Hey there, pretty mama.
Hey
Check
there.
my face.
What about Code Lyoko?
That one was interesting. That is, believe it or not, that is one that Michael went heavily crazy over, bro.
Oh yeah, it was one of my favorite shows. I loved it, and even Netflix had it for a little while. But when they had it, I think they still have it. The problem is they don't have all the seasons, and they're not in order.
That's the issue with Netflix, is that they don't want to put all the episodes on there of anything. They just want to straight up just leave you hanging in the dirt, dust, sand, dibble dibba whatever dibbadome. I don't care.
Yeah, they don't have it. Yeah. It's Code Lyoko. I don't even know if Code Lyoko is streaming on anything right now. I doubt it is.
I kind of want to say maybe Crunchyroll, but that's about it.
I don't know if Crunchyroll
So
would have
according
it.
to this, it's not on anything. You can buy the episodes digitally.
That's stupid. No, not really. I take it back.
Yeah,
I take it back.
Apparently there was another show called Code Lyoko Evolution.
I think that might have been when they were adults, or if not, they were slightly older teens. But that was about it.
Yeah, and then they had one called Code Lyoko Reloaded. None of them are on any.
I think Reloaded was back when they were kids. I think that was like missed episodes or something like that.
I'm gonna keep going.
They've had Code Lyoko was a really good show. I watched through it all the time when I was a kid. I mean, there were a lot of shows I watched when I was a kid. You know, I mean, a lot of good stuff out there. But if I had to pick, you know, all-time favorite, I would have to say. Honestly, I don't know.
I would have to probably say Samurai Jack. Ed and Eddie and Samurai Jack. I could live the rest of my life just watching those.
75 mile an hour is nice.
Hang on. You got my brain kicking because you said that, and then other stuff came to mind, and I'm trying to think. There was another show that I really enjoyed, and I just...
Was it My Little Pony? I knew you would.
Danny Phantom.
Danny Phantom. Yes.
Danny Phantom was more of like Nickelodeon.
Almost like,
thinking more like
Timmy Turner.
Oh,
Fairly Odd
Parents.
Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents.
Timmy!
Yeah, see, I liked Danny
that's
Phantom. I liked a lot of Nickelodeon.
Well, you're grounded while we go to the ammo store and buy more ammo for this rocket launcher that I can't use on Dean Kuhlberg.
I will say the follow-up show to Avatar: The Last Airbender wasn't bad. The Legend of Korra.
The Legend of Korra was good.
It was good. It had a bit of a dark turn when the spirit of the Avatar was actually killed. I was not expecting that. That was like, hello, are you gonna bring her back? Like, sheesh.
That is one thing I gotta say I did like about the show, is the fact that it had cool aspects. Like, it actually shows you the origin of what the Avatar, you know, why the Avatar cycle exists and stuff. That was neat. That was something cool to watch.
The Avatar actually wasn't a specific being. It was the soul of it was basically the good soul.
Yeah.
It was just the Avatar was a spirit that possessed everybody in a cycle, basically, and it cycled through the benders in a particular order.
Yeah. And then Aang had to go and get himself frozen for 100 years.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Jerk.
Oh well.
Jerk.
A lot of good shows out there, you know. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't watch as much of the animated stuff nowadays. I watch more of the actual, like, you know, real TV kind of stuff. Like, I watch, I just finished the 11th season of Chicago PD.
I was about to say you're probably going to say, like, Chicago PD or,
The Rookie.
The Rookie, well, what is the other one? The one with the
Chicago
firefighters.
Med. Oh, no, I don't watch Chicago Fire. It's not my thing.
No?
I watch Chicago Med, though. Chicago Med is really good because it's like, you know, it's not like watching like Grey's Anatomy. It's not as much about all the other crap that's going on. It's actually more focused on the actual doctor and medical stuff, and that's what I like about the show, because it's less drama and more, you know, how are we going to solve
Bam in your
this?
face, you know,
How are we
kind of
gonna figure
thing.
this
Yeah.
shit out? Like,
Was it just
because I just finished Chicago.
You're so close to your camera.
someone else went? Another truck pulled up.
Jeeps is like staring us
He didn't
down.
pick up the trailer. I don't think he picked up the convoy.
I didn't take the cookies, sir. I put the cookie down.
On the freeway, but he didn't have a trailer.
Jeeps, what are you doing?
I'm so confused. There's so much going. Like Will's texting me. He's like, "Look at Instagram." I literally can't. Like I'm using my phone as my camera.
10-4.
He's like, "Oh."
I'm trying to get Morgan.
And my phone's at 0%.
If you're down to go do another
this
one.
literally makes no. Like, what?
Hey, this works because my laptop's got a built-in camera, so that's the only reason I've got video right now.
I'm
Yeah.
using an old iPhone 11 as a camera, and it's currently hard. I've got a lightning charger going from the computer, from the tower to the camera.
I can only imagine how good my phone would be as a video camera.
It depends. It depends on what app you get, and depends on how good it looks.
Yeah, I have really good cameras. I have the Galaxy S24 Plus.
Well, you know what?
Don't flash your
The bird.
13.
Bird.
Is that Falco, really?
Yes.
Did you get an... Is that an amiibo, or is that just a figurine?
No, it's an amiibo. I had to get him back again because they were Fox, which is my main go-to guy, and Falco. I have Lucina over here. I think, somewhere. Yeah, there she is.
He's right ahead of me on the freeway.
And Lucina.
I don't have any of mine because mine were in that same bag when all those got stolen. So.
Yeah, I still don't have another Guardian. Huh?
The one I want is gonna cost me like $150 when I buy it, but that's because it's a rare one. It's the Sephiroth one.
Okay.
That Cloud Strife version, the one where he's wearing the black outfit with the bigger sword.
Yeah.
That one is like rare as shit to find, but if you find it, it goes for no less than like 70 to 80.
Oh yeah, he's on a different load.
So I really want those, but I mean, honestly, I don't have.
I'm with y'all.
I'll just buy figurines.
I was just saying, I'm still with y'all.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna put your camera back on?
Yeah, I'm trying to set it up at the moment. It's
Technical
like, yeah, you know how it is. It's slow.
Technical difficulties.
I'll probably just buy figurines. I have no use for any of those anymore. I don't have a Switch anymore. What? Don't look at me like that.
You always get rid of them. Like you're.
That's because, I mean, honestly, there's.
You're such a degenerate about them.
On
like
that
what?
game, and then after that, it just collects dust. It's literally all.
I will body slam you like Incineroar does.
And then, well, I mean, at least I didn't, you know, do what I usually do with it. I gave it to Jamie, so.
I guess
you know.
I'm going. Oh shit.
I got Incineroar. Pucky got
Jamie
me
still
Incineroar.
has it too. He just doesn't really. He has said that he doesn't really touch it. Like it's literally sitting in the same spot that it's always sitting at.
I mean,
apartment.
to be fair, whenever I actually took lunch breaks at work, this was when we actually had enough people to actually take lunch breaks and not as many customers and stuff like that. I would actually use my Nintendo Switch on my lunch break. Like I would go in the back office, or I'd go in the lunchroom or the lunch area, or I'd go out into my truck. And I would just sit there and just play the Nintendo Switch. I'd play freaking Smash Brothers of all games.
No, see,
which I'm not gonna lie is like one of my all-time favorites. So, F off.
my thing is like when
Bird,
I go out,
but you know,
and I'm out.
you won't see it, but
even
you
when
know,
I'm at
Bird.
work, it's
Huh?
just when I go out and stuff, it's just, you know, I honestly find that I never really have the time to sit in front of even just having a handheld. That's why it didn't really matter that I had one, because I just, especially with the places I worked in the past, you know how the places I've worked are, you know, I mean, I didn't have time on breaks to really sit in front of it because I usually ended up late to my break because I had to do a bunch of extra crap.
Why is
That, or you had to walk a mile and a half just to even get to your car, and then once you were there, you were able to sit for like 2 minutes and
boom?
then get
Got
up and
that
then
shit
go
back
back.
up.
Yeah. So there was no point in it. I mean, it's that's why I didn't exactly just give him the Switch. I
Damn it.
traded it for his PlayStation 5.
Damn
He
it.
went
Kept the
down again.
PlayStation
What
5
happened?
for a while.
Jeeves, what are you doing?
2 seconds. I'm getting this set up. Something about an update.
Oh, you have to make. Yours got an update. Mine don't need an update. Why is yours the photo of an Apple Lightning charger?
I have
I
no
don't
clue.
get that.
Y'all got to get away from all that Apple crap now.
He's not using Apple, so
Yeah, but
if
you
you,
do.
in your opinion, I like Apple. Like,
I'll stick with my Samsung.
get over it.
I like my Samsung. I have no issues with my phone, so.
I have an issue with the Samsung phones that I will not get into.
Yeah, well, you have fun with your iPhone 13 over there.
I'm sorry. You can have fun with your freaking Google where the hell I can find this feature in my phone thing.
Actually, I know my phone inside and out. There's not a single feature on my phone I don't know where it is.
I know my phone inside and out, and it only took me a minute to figure all that stuff out. Is it?
Yeah, speaking of iPhone, get ready because when you upgrade to the 15, I'm going to go ahead and forewarn you right now, you ain't going to be using the same phone charger.
I know USB-C Type-C.
Oh, yeah, and you got to use the one that comes with the phone. Like, because when I worked at Hyla, we got a 15 in there, and we tried to plug in a regular Android USB-C. It wouldn't work. You have to use the cable that comes with the 15 because it has some special function in the cable or in the charge port, in the actual
Okay.
charge tip.
Okay, now see, this is where I feel like it is stupid. You do not go with the exact same style charging port for everything and then make it a specific cable capability. It's fucking stupid. Pardon my
Yeah,
language.
well,
But seriously, you don't
welcome to
take
Apple.
you don't take a lightning charger port and then have everything lightning charger, but then put a microchip in it. It's like, oh no, you can only use the charger that it comes with. Well, that's great. Now I have to go and buy it. Now I have to go and spend $50 on Amazon to get the actual freaking charger, or go to Apple, or go to Samsung, or Verizon and buy the actual freaking cable again. I'm the one autistic fucking asshole that will go out there and I would buy 50 of those damn cables just because I know my shit will break eventually.
Or the cat will eat it.
Huh?
Or the cat will eat it.
Or the cat will eat it, or the dog will eat it, because they're like, flavor.
All right.
I'm like, dang.
All right, what game are we discussing next?
Smash Brothers.
Smash Brothers, and then
Smash Brothers.
after that, has anyone heard about the new Dead Island?
They're coming out with another one.
No, the new
Yeah, I
one that
think
just recently came out.
it's Dead
The
Island
second one.
3.
Oh, you talking about Dead Island? The new Dead Island Riptide or whatever that came out?
No,
No,
Dead
not
Island
the
3.
Riptide. The Riptide's been out, but the one that just came out that where you can play multiplayer with. Well, I mean, you can always
That
play
is
multiplayer
Dead
with.
Island 3.
I thought it was 2.
No, Dead Island 2 is what
Brandon,
uh-huh.
Dead Island 3 is Dead Island Riptide.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that's been out a minute.
Yeah, that's been out a minute. Dead Island 2 is the OG, like the new one that just came out.
So, yeah, Dead Island 3 is Riptide. It's just they came out with new DLC for
It's
it,
like
is what I've seen.
DLCs, yeah. It's DLCs for the original Dead
I mean,
Island.
I've played Dead Island. I mean, it's.
But there's a
I
new
don't know.
Dead Island that just came out.
Dead Island to me is kind of like Left 4 Dead,
Yes.
which I would be. I don't know, happier to play Left 4 Dead. Yeah. You know what? I would be. I would be a lot happier to play Left 4 Dead simply because it's kind of objective based. It's more like get to the safe house. Oh, you got here. Well, guess what? There's another safe house. Get to that safe house. Live, survive. Get to that one. Go, go, go. It's basically just a run and gun game. Dead Island is more objective based.
But it's good though.
And
The missions are good
I,
here. Let me give you a little quick description, if you don't mind, if that's okay with you.
Hmm.
Okay.
no.
He said no.
I'm
Okay.
kidding. Yeah, I'm kidding. You can. You can.
But no. Okay, so
No.
what it says is Google users, Dead Island 2 is a 2023 action role gaming play. Development by Dam Bustard Studios and published by Deep Silver, which is honestly a really good brand because I do like games by Deep Silver. It is a sequel of the 2011 video game Dead Island, which we all know that you were talking about the first one, second one, and third one, Riptide. And then it also has the major installment of the Dead Island series, which is the first one all the way out to the fourth one. So, Will, what is up, man?
PC
How was that workout?
Loomis.
Dude, just chest pump.
Nice,
Yeah,
man.
see, I was never the biggest Dead
Oh,
Island
sweet.
fan. I mean, honestly, it
We're
just
talking about Dead Island right now.
there's a lot of games that like, especially because it was Dead Island being a first person style game. The only real first person style game that I've ever really been able to get into has been Call of Duty. I mean, Dead Island just wasn't my thing, and then you've got games like
I would say
Dying Light
the
and all those. I just couldn't get into those.
Dying Light is different. Dead Island, the best way I can describe it is more of a over glorified Black Ops 2 Zombies. That's the best way I can describe it.
Ah, well, I think we can
Which
all say justifiably at
speaking
this point
of
we've
that
killed Black Ops 2
game,
zombies.
speaking of that game, however, I can still log into my old Microsoft Xbox account. I still have every single Zombies DLC.
Yeah, I have all the DLC on PC. I have the game and all the
I
DLC. I
yeah
just don't play
yeah
it.
yeah. I've got every single DLC. I have Mob of the Dead, Origins, Uprising, Nuketown, and I also have Turned, which is also in transit, which is awesome. And buried. I almost forgot the most iconic one other than Origins. Buried. Yeah, yeah. I've essentially got all of them. Me and Jeeps was actually trying that out a couple of nights ago, which was pretty fun. What in it, Jeeps?
What was it?
The Black Ops 2 Zombies mode
That was,
with
yeah.
all my DLCs and everything.
Yes, that was fun. And we played on the Xbox. We were actually thinking about doing a talk show too down there while we play.
Yeah, yeah. Just be like, just freaking out.
Christina said give her 5 more minutes and then she's going to join, and then Will is joining right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
What? Okay, I'll be right back. I
Do we
gotta
need
take my
another?
clothes
Do
off.
we need
Right.
another intermission? Do you guys want to take another intermission
Yeah.
real quick?
Yeah,
Chain.
we can.
Or my flip
Okay.
flops.
Okay.
Shut up.
All right. So I am Jeep Scrabbit, your host. This is Brandon. This is Casey. We're also going to have 2 new members join us in the next 5 minutes. We have a little intermission coming up. Casey over here is amazing. I just want to give a little shout out to him because I appreciate him joining our podcast. It is a honor having him. It's very rare when we do get to actually sit down and talk to him. So, Casey, it is good to see you again, my friend.
Yep.
And the viewers are
Glad to be
happy.
here.
Viewers say that you look like Spec Ops because the darkness around you.
Oh, I was. It kind of makes sense because I was military, so.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, hell yeah. So, please make sure you guys say thank you guys to Casey. Thank you, sir, for helping our, helping, hang on, sorry, I got stuff in the stream. Thank you. So we can give our veterans a big old shout out too. So, Casey, thank you for serving for us.
Oh yeah.
What else is it? Casey, do you have any updates when we come back, or do you have anything that you want to talk, that you do want to have on topic that you want to talk about when we get back?
Not at the moment. No, we'll just kind of see where the conversation takes us when we come back.
All right. Well, alrighty, guys. We are gonna be off, and we're gonna take a little intermission, and we will see you guys in the next 5.
Mm.
No.
Okay, there we are. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Is that it? Yeah. Okay, we're live. All right, welcome
Yeah.
everybody to the Let's Talk S'mores podcast. It is currently late tonight, so we're at the late
Oh, this late.
talk show. Well, currently we have a new member with us. We have Will. Everyone, please welcome in Will, and hopefully our viewers over here can send us some good comments about him. He is one of our Call of Duty special ops. He has been playing Call of Duty basically his entire life.
I think it might be fair to say the best Call of Duty player in this call.
Lies!
Oh,
Get him, Will.
is that a formal challenge?
But
Lies!
Will
You
over
know
here
you'll
is
Who
one
revived
of the
Jamie
best I
the
know
most?
in zombies.
Who revived Jamie the most? Casey. Who revived Jamie the most?
But I do want to
Yeah, but
say,
even I gotta say
welcome
that that's two
everybody,
different
and
play
hopefully our
styles,
chat
so.
will welcome in Will.
Not necessarily. It's all
Um,
basically just run and gun.
Will is one of the best Call of Duty players I do know, the best. And I do want to say that we do have a lot of upcoming chats. We are going to currently go back over to Call of Duty because I noticed that the chat had
No,
jumped.
no, 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 hold on, wait. First of all, you can't really go back and like say your analysis and stuff like that. If you want your channel to succeed, you can't really bring out or say exactly what brought
what
your
you want.
views the highest or anything
Do
like
what
that.
you want, Jeeps.
Oh, okay. Well,
Who cares?
my bad. I'm not to specify
From
what the viewers like
I
the
was already
most.
told by from what I was already told by other YouTubers is you don't really say what brought you the most views or anything
Oh.
like that
Well,
because
not what brought
it
us the
kind of ruins
most
the
views,
topic.
but we want to talk about what you guys like. What you guys like more like to talk about. And when I noticed,
I would say the
preferably
most
when I noticed,
hot-headed topic, the
Let's
most
put it like
Call of
this:
Duty.
the
hot-headed
most hot
heated
topic
Yeah.
game.
we've had so far was
So,
Call of Duty. So
yeah.
we're gonna bring
Yeah.
the conversation back to
back
Call
over
of
to
Duty
Call
and
of
talk
Duty.
some
What
more
was
about
Full circle.
what
currently
Let's
what
go
I
back.
was saying,
Full
and it
circle.
is
like that.
almost what it is. Yeah, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, so excuse my wording. So, but I am your host, Jeep Scrabbits, and we are going to continue this. So let's get this back going. We have Brandon, Will, Casey joining us so far, and I do want to give one more shout out. It's good to see you guys. How are you guys doing so far on this nice night?
I'm doing great.
Will, how are you
Hey,
doing?
Will, how are you guys?
Checking out that chin.
He's checking out that chin strap beard over there. Just
Yeah,
Yeah, the one on one side, but the completely bald on the other
I
side.
have a jawline that cut all of you. Suck. I earned it.
What? What?
Suck my nuts. I earned it.
Yeah, I guess you.
How about
But-
no?
How are we doing, Casey?
doing good, doing good.
Doing good. Will,
So
you
one of the
doing
things I
pretty
kind of
good?
want
When are you gonna go visit your cricket family, Casey?
to, my cricket family, I could go step out on the front porch and visit them right now. Trip back to me all damn night long.
So Jeeps, did you say you're
At
streaming?
least they
on
give me
YouTube?
comfort.
Yes. Yeah, he's streaming on both Twitch and YouTube at the same time.
I don't see it.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
Unless you
There's-
have another S'mores channel.
There's 3.
So-
I was gonna say there's 3 different accounts on there.
Give me the
Depending
new
on-
one.
It
I
should
guess we
look
could
like
rehash
Let's
some
Talk S'mores
of the
podcast. I got you.
Call of Duty stuff from earlier for Will. You know,
Yeah, let's
you weren't here
catch
when we were
Will
talking
up.
about.
Yeah.
We were talking about the teaser trailer for Black Ops 6. You know, the new
Didn't
big
even
game
watch
coming
it.
out this year.
Yeah.
The only
This
thing
was
that's
actually
really in it
the first I've heard
is
about
it just has a message that says the truth lies. That's it. It's literally all the teaser was. So I don't know what this game's going to be yet. I mean, nobody has any
Crash,
clue what it's going to
probably.
be.
Look, bro, I haven't been excited for a Call of Duty in probably 4 to 5 years now, and it's tragic.
Yeah, Call of Duty is just not the game that it has been over the years. You know, especially the newer games haven't been all that great. I mean, I know I wasn't the biggest fans of Modern Warfare 2 and 3, the new ones, and then I'm not a big fan of Vanguard. I did like Cold War.
Dude, Vanguard
Mainly
was
for the
I
zombies.
forgot about Vanguard. I forgot that was a legitimate actual game by itself.
Yeah, me too. Like, it sucks.
Yeah, it was a horrible game.
In case you brought up Vanguard, I'm just like that.
Everyone's like,
retarded
oh
because
shit.
once again, my brain was defaulting to a different game. It was more like Battlefield 1 or Battlefield 5. This is like my brain was like, I don't remember Vanguard.
Yeah, Vanguard honestly just ended up being one of the Call of Duties that just bombed right out the gate. Honestly, it
Just
wasn't
like
really
Infinite
good.
Warfare.
Oh
And
yeah,
Infinite
Warfare
Warfare,
bombed. Infinite Warfare was just Black Ops 3 reskin. That's all they basically did with that game.
They had a better campaign.
excuse me.
Okay, I'll give it that. Yeah.
Jeeps, are you gonna send me that link?
Links bottom in the description.
And then let's see, there was,
Yeah.
I mean, to me, I never did play the campaign on Cold War, so I can't vouch for the campaign on Cold War, but I will say that the zombies aspect of Cold War was, to me, was fucking awesome. I mean, it was, they brought back the round-based maps, the original perks, and
You see, I'm the type of person where if it has a storyline to the game, I will not, beat it simply for the fact
I'm
of if
trying
I
to, but
beat
it's
it, I will
being
not
weird.
come back to it.
Here. That's the title of it though. That's what it looks like. That's why.
Jeeps, do you not know how to copy your own URL?
I mean, I do.
He does, but you also have to
Here.
remember he's using his phone as a camera, just like I'm using my phone as a camera.
Well, I'm doing it through a computer.
Yeah, bro. Like, what sense does that make, Brandon?
Well, not all of us,
Everybody's watching
you know
what
Shut
I'm
his
up.
doing.
mouse moves
Shut
at
up.
about 90 miles an hour faster than his brain, so
No, my brain moves faster than my damn mouth.
his mouth can't keep up, apparently.
Apparently not. I go to freaking speak and I end up stuttering like freaking
He
Donnie
goes,
Thornberry. And I freaking go, my brain's like, what did you even say? That's not even what I sent you. Read,
Hang
idiot.
on, Bubba. I'm copying my URL.
Brandon's the reason why we have the running joke,
Everybody
Bubble
gonna
Daryl.
see it. Everybody's
But
gonna see my channel
no, you
URL for
see,
about
the
5
Vanos
freaking
crew and
seconds.
Delirious in them had the joke Bubble Darrow because
Wait, no.
Delirious
Yeah,
did the
but
exact
you
same
only
shit.
Like, dude, I
made it
think
worse
it's
with your
more show.
brain.
That's
Paste.
because I don't know what caused me to say it the one time that I was there. Yeah, where's my Bubble Darrow? It's like, wait a minute, what did I just say? Then you and Mom are like, what? My shotgun? I
Did
had
you
to
get it,
dumb down my
Bubba?
brain,
Get
feed it
what?
some protein.
Huh?
Get what?
My
Link?
URL.
No.
No.
I'm glad you accepted my friend request.
No problem, buddy.
Oh, let me
Alright,
just
go to the open
accept
chat, because
my
that's where it's
friend
at.
request.
Yeah. There we go.
http://youtube.com/channel.
Slash,
Slash
does it really say my whole
channel.
description?
Jeeps, you're not
No.
even live on. You're not even live on YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Brandon, double check that for me.
I don't know how to check that. Not know that it
Just click the
freaking.
link to his YouTube channel, and if he's live streaming, it will pop up.
I don't know. Where's the show chat? Is this it?
Yeah, open chat. Click the
I
link.
got it.
You should know your way around YouTube, Brandon. You use it every day.
It's
Oh
actually not
my
showing us
god. Will
on
you just
YouTube.
let me be? Let me be a human being. I don't bother you.
Neanderthal?
Yeah, it's not showing us live on YouTube. I mean, when I pulled it up, it's not showing a live currently going.
Really? It doesn't?
Not the crazy one? I mean, the reason I say this is because like I'm typing your stuff in, so I'm acting as a viewer, and I don't see anything, so it makes sense.
That actually does make sense. Why the hell does it for me?
You might
It
have to
asked me to
restart it.
sign in. I'm already signed in.
Yeah, I started it.
You might have to restart.
Yeah, this is, what is that?
Casey, I love how I know exactly where you are right now. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I know exactly what room he's in. What you talking about?
He knows what room I'm in too, because you were here that night when I was walking through with my girlfriend, and we went to the same room.
Why? Jeeves, I
Dude,
can't subscribe to you.
do you
Why
just
not?
love my dad?
I've already subscribed.
No, dude. I mean,
That's
honestly,
nice.
I was surprised your parents even offered for me to come stay again. The only reason they did is because I was trapped in a house with. That's something I can't talk about on camera, but it just basically it was a bad situation I was in, and your Marion offered to talk to Bill and get me a place here, and then the girlfriend ended up staying here. She's only been here about a month and a half, maybe 2 months now, because I started seeing her after I started living here, and she was basically in a bad situation with a guy who was basically going to boot her out on the street. So your parents said, "Hey, bring her here." I said, "Okay." So,
Fantastic.
I mean, it's not ideal, but I mean, it works, and I'm ever grateful to your parents because I'd be on the street right now.
Well, I hope you're ready to get on the street because I'm taking your bed, homie.
Can y'all check again? Cause I swear it.
What do you mean? Check
It
again. I'm already
says
staring right at it.
I'm live. I'm literally looking at the screen right now. I
I
had to
don't
pull
see
the
it.
screen up to see
It could be
I
bugging,
don't
bro.
see it.
for the late night
It could just
S'mores
be bugged
market.
out or something.
I mean, it
Ain't no
could be
telling.
bugged out, but I don't think they can hear you guys though on here.
That's why I said restart it.
Yeah.
Maybe they can now. How do I?
Well,
Can I add you guys to it?
just in case they are watching, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, y'all. I am actually getting tired. It's getting late. I need to get some sleep for tomorrow. I got stuff to do. But it was great talking to everybody and talking with
Casey.
y'all.
Wait, we forgot to even. We didn't even bring up back the Call of Duty. That sucked.
Yeah, y'all keep the conversation going. I'll see y'all later. All right.
That's okay
All right.
because
All
no
right.
one's watching.
All right. Y'all have a good night. See ya.
You too.
Yep, you too,
Yeah, bro.
Casey. Yeah.
I know what you gotta do. You basically gotta do exactly what
Well-
Will said. You have to restart the whole thing.
Check it again, Will.
Oh my god!
Ah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah, I thought it was live. Yeah, I was gonna say I thought we were live.
We weren't, but it's only showing your face.
It's better than nothing.
Bro, what you mean? You gotta fix that.
What do you mean it's only showing my face?
It's only like it's only showing your camera.
Oh, not everybody else's?
Yeah.
Well, how the heck do I do that?
I don't know.
Are you the one person that joined, Will?
Yes. Checking up on it. There's nothing going on. Like your Twitch is fine, but your YouTube is not.
Wait a minute. See, there's a way. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this off because on stream, on Twitch, everybody can see us. That's funny.
Literally.
Yeah, because now it's popping up 31 people watching the YouTube.
But there's only one.
Brandon.
Bro, your OBS is like going crazy.
Yeah, I have no clue. Hey!
Is it working?
Oh, that's why. Okay. I have to schedule a stream.
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't think it does either, but that's what it's telling me. It's all cool though.
I love how your stream ended and shot me straight to a Sam Sulik video.
We still have the Twitch one going. The Twitch podcast. Do you guys want me to end that
With
one,
no avail.
or do you guys want to keep going with that one?
With what?
With the Twitch, because we still have between 20 and 30 people watching right now.
Jeeps, I'm telling you, bro. Your OBS is probably bugged.
No, I have
Which
actual
one
like,
are you using?
huh?
Which one are you using? Which OBS?
Should be the first one.
Brother, what software are you using? Are you using Streamlabs, OBS software? Like what is it?
Streamlabs.
Oh. Oh yeah, I remember using Streamlabs.
Yeah.
It's very buggy.
It
It's very
is.
buggy.
Yeah. Sometimes it
And
glitches out. That's why I'm
you're
saying.
probably gonna have to restart your stream. I think it'd be a good idea to restart your stream in general because you have one viewer on Twitch, which is me.
Really?
Yeah, your
Is
stream
that
is
why?
completely
Is that
full.
why it's glitching out between 20 and 30 people?
Yeah, because if we had 20 to 30 people right now, the chat probably would not be this dry.
I was gonna say the chat bar was
So,
like shooting. They were even talking about Brandon, how he looked like and sounded like Markiplier.
yeah.
I was
I
gonna
hate
say
it. Everybody
they,
says that.
yeah, they had a whole section of him like, "Where's his pink mustache?"
You guys know the I am a surgeon guy?
Yeah,
I am
No,
a surgeon. Like, you know that, Brandon?
no.
Really? Well, Jeeps, you know what I'm talking about.
yeah.
A lot of people say I look like him.
All right.